Good evening, everyone. Hello, hello. It is I, the lovely voice in the very, very, very back of your head. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good day, having a good time, had a good week since 2 days ago. Hello, I'm Azulan, and hello, Hakushan. Today I will say your full names. Hello, hello. I hope you are good. And I'm sorry for time. I was like just on time. I was almost late because I was coloring my hair, and I forgot that when you color your hair, you have to let it sit. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna color my hair very quickly, feed the dog, take care of the dishes and everything. And then I look at the time and I was like, I start at 30, didn't I? No, I will summon you to the to the location. You poof. You are now summoned. Hello, Bazarek. Hello, hello. Hope you're having a good day too. Hello, Monsieur Triste. Oh, that's a half cute, half sad name. Hello, hello on YouTube. I hope you're having a good time too. We are walking once again on today's stream. I'm sorry for that. I didn't quite were able to do what I wanted to do yesterday. Didn't have time. Had friends speaking to me, and then before you know it, it's too late. So unfortunately, I didn't go as far as I planned in my tiny project. But it's getting there. It's getting there, you know. We are starting everything slightly. I have water, everything in, I think, in almost 30 minutes. 45 minutes, I do not know yet. I might have to take a tiny break, like not long. And I just have to leave like in 2 seconds because I don't have water. And because we do a yap fest here, I need to drink like a lot. I'm an elephant. I need to drink a lot. So I'm sorry for that. I'm gonna leave you with the loveliest playlist that you guys made. I added some music. Hope you can have some Carton curry and Coldust cake curry. I feel like you were able to say the same name, but different time with different accents. So I'm gonna let you with the music and everything. I have to take Cat out of my knee. Oh, he's not happy. Cat allergies came back, it seems, so he is like a pain in the ass, more than usual. He's gonna be okay. Be right back, fetching water. And here I am, ready to continue our tiny shenanigans. When I say tiny, it's not tiny, but you understand what I mean. I hope you guys had a nice rest of the week. It was good. No problems, no hustles. I can keep you updated on the cousin's story, if you wish, even though it's weird. Not gonna lie, I'm the first one to be kinda weirded out by it. Wait. So for people who doesn't know, what happened is that I shall change screen. This week, out of nowhere, like a ghost, one of my cousins contacted me. Now you might be thinking, okay, what's the thing? It's just your cousin, isn't it okay? I lost contact with them and most of my family like a long time ago, a few times. It depends on who, but I've been slowly disconnecting with my family. And for this cousin in particular, I haven't spoke to them or seen them in 15 years-ish. So I'm pretty sure you know my face when suddenly, out of nowhere, they are like, oh, yeah, so long. It's been so long. How are you doing? And I'm like, not the meme like, oh, how are you? But kinda like this. I was flabbergasted. I was shocked, in a shocked state, because I never thought I will speak to my cousins ever again. Now, funny thing, it's not funny, but thing, I have various type of cousins. If I do remember well, I am the only female cousin in our cousins lineage, should I say. I think either I be mother or father side, which is weird, but I think I'm the only girl. There might be another woman, but I'm not certain if she is an aunt, a great aunt, or a cousin. I have no idea. But that's funny. That is very funny. So, right now I'm still on the to-do list. I added some things that I forgot last time, and it was in all of this to do, all of these gameplay elements to do. I need to add some which would be, how is it called? Okay, this is the only UI, and I shall add a little thing. There we go. What did I need? Would be this. Okay. Okay, we are ready, I think, to start something. I'm gonna need very, very, very basic and simple prototyping right now, so I'm just gonna do my usual architecture I do. Also, I'm sorry again for last time music blasting off suddenly. I will make it not happen. I'm sorry for that again. I didn't think, so I should have thinked. Oh, typo, nice. So on the cousins. I think there is so many ways to say that word differently. It's so weird. On the cousins story, what happened is that it ended into so long. Do you wanna meet and do a reuniting thing after 15 years of without contact? And I said yes, even though I'm socially anxious as heck. Because I would feel like they're kind of like strangers, but not really, because they are family. Like, I've met them when I was younger, but still, we both do not have the same image of each other based on who we were 15 years ago. So that's funny in a way. And I'm hyped in some way because those cousins were kinda chill. They were okay. You know how in family sometimes there's people you do not want to see ever again, and then there are people people where you're like, oh yeah, it's okay, it's fine, and he is more. They are more in the it's fine side. You usually say cousin. Problem is, you know, in French we say cousin, and I think it really doesn't help into trying to get the correct pronunciation into cousins. Also, I think there's a different pronunciation for the American and British one, as usual, you know, color, things like that. Yeah. Okay, I have the puppy with me, and she's playing with her ball, and she likes to kinda destroy it, so let's try to not make her not destroy it, that would be nice. Okay, this is done. But it was funny, really funny, like. And when he spoke to me, he was like, yeah, and I spoke with this other cousin, and I was like, I don't know who they are. Did I met them? And he said yes. And I was like, I have absolutely no idea who they are. He even told me the parents' name, which are my aunts and uncle. And the problem is that even with their name, I'm like, okay, which one is from my family side? Is this one or this one? I think it's from the father side, but I'm not sure. It's a problem with... It's also a big family problem because, for example, on my father's side, there were 12 kids. And on my mother's side, I think there were like 10, kind of like this. So I know there's a lot of cousins, normally. Or maybe not a lot, but there's supposed to be a lot. Where the fuck they are, I have no idea. Some of them, I met them like once in unfortunate circumstances. And the cousins that we wish to meet again, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be a funny family reunion, because in my mind, I stopped exchanging with those cousins when on my father's side they decided that because of some kind of family heritage, family story and things like that, they will not speak anymore with their brothers and sisters. So this completely tore me apart from my cousins. So that's why, in my mind, and it's gonna be funny that at this family reunion, we will be able to see what is a part of the story, what happened. Maybe they're gonna share some part of history that I'm not aware of, and that would be nice because my father is a closed chest. You cannot get anything from him. What if they're just pretending to abduct me? Well, I'm not gonna go alone. for first, it's gonna be fine. I will be evilly guarded with my husband, so it's fine on this side. And on the other side, I don't think so, because I'm sure 100% they are my cousin. It's them, okay? There is no mistaking the photo. It's them. Everything is them. Where they lived, family story. It's them 100%. So, but why would they abduct me? I came from the most lost place in France. So I don't think they will. And if anything, I think they should be scared of me. But no, it's gonna be fun. I'm hyped. I know it's something that's gonna happen next year because we're not gonna plan a family reunion on December. That's not possible. But for next year, that would be fun. So we need a color rect. Oh, I should not say what the fuck I'm doing. Just gonna... No, not a color rect, I'm dumb. It's gonna be an image. What the fuck is this? No, it is a canvas. Am I dumping again into very basic things? I think I am. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I do not care. It's just for placeholders for now. Pretty sure if I make something big enough, you guys will be able to read it. Almost certain of that. Isn't it this one, the 15 minutes long? Yes, it is. I'm gonna skip it. Saviez-vous que votre entreprise n'utilise... Saviez-vous que votre entreprise... Fucking ads! I have an ad blocker! What the fuck are you doing, man? A tiny bit of French friend ad for you guys. Curry rehated with Dark Soul text. Which kind of curry is it? Is it a curry? Is it a curry, Indian curry, Japanese curry? Which kind? I wanna know. Annatto seed? What are annatto seed? Sichuan peppers. Oh, okay. Various other spices and herbs today. Tomorrow curry will be red. It's gonna be a spicy one. It's gonna be spicy curry. You're making me wanted to have a curry again. It's been a while. It's been a while. Let me just quickly... I'm gonna have to close the door of the office. There we go. Hoping it's not someone who tries to abduct my dog, but normally it's fine. We're gonna go with a very simple thing. But today I made a nice dessert too. I don't cook often, but when I do, it's good. Well, now it is, because sometimes it isn't, but you do the curry mixture yourself, my god. I'm a lazy ass fucked, and I do not. I absolutely do not. Does it like really change absolutely in the term of taste? Well, I guess so, because you get to like add more spice, add more flavor, lessen the flavor, things like that. There we go. I got a delivery. You like green curry? Green curry is nice. Isn't it like ultra spicy? It's been a while too. I didn't eat green curry. One of the spiciest ever curry I ever tasted in my life. Like really spicy to the point that you wanna die. It was when I was in England. I worked a little in England. And my god, they do not they do not joke. They absolutely do not joke. It was an Indian curry made by an Indian person, and they made it like at home with the same amount of spice, with the same amount of things. I cried. It was the first time that spice made me cry. Even Tabasco. Even on very heavy spices, I do not cry, but this one, oh my god, it burned my stomach. You are paranoid about people taking your Rottweiler when he was a puppy. I am also paranoid about that. Which is why we never let the dog outside alone. Because it's something that happens way too often, more than you would think. People coming by your garden, taking the dog. Even more when they are friendly. Our dog, she's not I wouldn't go and say that she's not friendly, but good luck catching her because she doesn't like human. She doesn't. She's very cautious of humans, so you would have a hard time fetching her, I guess. And she ran fast. Oh boy, she ran fast. Rottweiler is very cute. They are very loyal, very lovely. Absolutely lovely puppies. Puppies and dogs. All dogs are good dogs. There's only bad owners and bad genetics. It's the same with humans. Only bad education and bad genetics. It's fun. You get to select all your livable and make your own. Yeah, which is why I was thinking of maybe doing my kind of blend, like my spice blend. That would be cool. To the curry itself, after it was roasted, toasted, and simmered and blended, you added Granny Smith apple and carrots. The chicken breast, yeah, yes. And chicken curry is better and superior to any kind of curry. Or maybe katsu curry, where you have like a pork cutlet, a pork piece, with a lot of panko and things like that. These are fantastic. Hello. Oh no, I said that today I will pronounce people name fully. So there we go. Hello, Alma Dilly Dahlia. Did I say it properly? Hello, hope you're having a good time and a good day. And welcome into trying to walk with Carton while she's yapping non-stop without even breathing. There we go. You're taking a puppy that might have been someone else. Never could find the owner, but she was wearing a collar. You have had her for years now. Oh. Well, you know, sometimes people unfortunately leave their dogs. It happens. There is a lot of abandonment in France, notably, for example. It's very sad, but it happens. And yeah, it's better when I write properly. It unfortunately happens a lot. Sometimes it's better that you take in a dog like this and just, you know, make them have a good life. In France, you have like it's mandatory. You have a mandatory electronical. How can I say that? All dogs and cats have to be. Today we go to let's see how to pronounce this fucking word again. What is it called? Electronic chip. There we go. Every dog and cat should have an electronic chip, so you know their owner if you take them to a vet. It is by law, and if you find a dog or a cat, first things first is to take them to the vet, and they're gonna check if there is this chip. And often you can get the owners, and sometimes there are people that are like, oh yeah, this cat flew 5 years ago, and we never got them back. Things like that. Katsu curry will always be superior, be it pork or chicken or else, because crunch, it is absolutely delightful. I love katsu curry. I absolutely love it. Yes, I did. Great. I did. Yeah, microchip. It was like microchip. Electronical microchip. Thank you. I'm gonna stretch. Making katsu for yourself is a bit of a hassle in a small kitchen. Absolutely. Absolutely. Even us with a nice equipped kitchen, which is kind of small. Now we have too many we have too many kitchen aid, and my god, switching in between kitchen thingy every time you want to do something is so fucking tiring, to the point that we don't want to, like, for example, to do katsu curry we need to use oil, the frying machine, and for that we need to take it back, put it there, clean it, and things like that. It's annoying, so we don't do it anymore. With a Dutch oven, you could slow cook curry for hours to free up space and then swallow or deep fry before serving. You could. Yeah, they are all chipped normally. It's by law mandatory. Not everyone does chip their dog or cat. Both of my cats are chipped, and my dog too. You wonder whether they will start to doing that with people. It was something planned in 2010, I think. It was planned at this time. And they gave up because, you know, people are always like, something under my skin? Oh no. But then... but it's when it's to put things like your identity, something that could save your life. Because imagine, there is an accident, something happens, you do not have your identification papers on you. And imagine just being able to beep onto your arms and they know you're instantly, without doing any test, your blood type, any medicine you take, any medical thing you have, who to call in an emergency, like instantly. That would be perfect. In my world, in my mind, it would be perfect, but I guess too perfect, I think. Okay, we go with that. Oh shit. I'm gonna go with this. Bim, bim. Bim, bim, bim. The last cat you had went missing for 2 years and randomly showed back up. Yeah, this is what I meant. There's so many cats and dogs that get lost. And then suddenly they show back to the same house or they find you back and things like that. Those stories are exceptional. Ouch. Today, guys, we have not tea, but a monster. I did say I was cutting on the monster, but yeah. Somewhere they had RFID, and I think some people had them implanted. Yeah, I'm pretty sure some people were like testing it to see if it was possible or something, but I don't know where it went. I had an implant for a few years. Not the kind of identification implant though, but I had one. What flavor? Classic. It's a classic monster, the classic one. But in a 500? 553 millimeters. I had cyberkinetics. I had... Wait, there were nothing cyber in my implant. It was medical implant. So nothing cyber in that, unfortunately. It's a contraceptive. Contraceptive? Yeah, it's contraception. Is it called contraception? Or is it birth control? I think it's birth control in English. Yeah. It is birth control. It's a birth control implant. I had it for a few years, but had to stop it because bad health. Long story short, not everyone should wear an implant and things like that. It does sound dystopian, the fact that you can have your RFID like this, because it would mean that you will not be able to hide your identity anymore. But imagine you would go like into any kind of airplane between America, Europe, anything, with just like this, because they would know at all time who you are thanks to this chip. That would help a lot. But then again, security reasons, health reasons, not everyone can get an implant like this. There's many weird reasons and things that would go wrong. I need to read a little more. Font color. There we go. Please be white. Thank you. Oh no, the sneeze. This is wanted. Can I just put you in the middle of the screen, please? There we go. Yeah, data can be used by companies to sell. Yeah, there is always, you know, good, bad, and a nice balance to have with all that. Companies will know what to sell to you. You will be tracked every time. No privacy at all. You know, there is many weird things. You switch to white monster. That's good to know. Welcome to the club. Welcome back, should I say? The EAD? Little copper Tesla shaped tea? No. This is another one. There is two type of those. It's DUI. DUE? DUE? EAD? Here it's other shitty names. Yes, the T-shaped birth control thingy. Why did I cut the music? There is two types of them. There is one with copper and one with hormones. Depending on what you're sensible to and not sensible to. You can do copper intoxication, which I think it's what you're speaking about. Personally, from all of these years, it's the best one I had in terms of birth control. I had diabetes and another thing that is called cholesterol. Thanks to the birth control pills, then I switched to another type of implant, and it was very bad, and I had another one, and it was even badder. Like, I would have, like, anger crisis. I would just scream and cry. I was in a fucking pain all the time. And then UID, that we spoke like I think 2 years ago already about that, without any hormones in it, and it's the best, like literally the best. If you can get rid of the hormone birth control as a woman, like there is no going back to hormones at some point. Ever heard the quiverful movement? No, what is a quiverful movement? Okay. I never heard that term, because I think it's mostly an English term. Okay. Okay, so there are people who are against birth control, I guess, yeah. But more in the religion side of Christianism. It was kind of a big mindset in French families, I guess, like 50, 100 years ago, which is why, like, for example, my mother and my father came from families of 10, mostly because back in the day, like, contraception and birth control didn't quite exist. But even after that, like, you know, concepting a child out of marriage and things like that is kind of weird. There is so many things different in this world. It's crazy. Not trade freedom for convenience. Danger. Yep. Pomodoro timer. Time to remember to walk a little before more yapping. Thank you. I'm gonna call back. We're gonna rename Haku into Pomodoro Haku. I'm gonna have Pomodoro Haku. Hello, Barbapuel. Hello. Hope you're having a good day and a good time. Thank you. Welcome back. I'm supposed to work, and as Haku just said, I am not. Okay, what I'm doing right now is just very basic menuing, just to get back in shape, should I say. And I completely forgot how to do that, so I'm gonna have to open the documentation, the manual. Which version do I have? Okay. Good experiences after a slew of bad ones, absolutely. Which is sad because nowadays, for very young girls, birth control with hormones is pushed for those girls to control their period pain, and things like that. But there is so many bad sides to it. It's really fucking nightmare all the time. And if I ever have a kid, oh boy, I will try my best to avoid at maximum the hormones, because it's very, very bad. Like, I've seen friends and myself change from one opposite to the other just because of this. And keep in mind, I am also, we spoke about this, I remember, because I told you, I have, like, my body rejects one of the feminine hormones. I do not remember which one, but I am sensible to one of those. So when you put this in a birth control and you're sensible to one of those hormones, you completely derail. Docs. Let me show you the fucking docs. You have cholesterol too because of the 4 cheeses pizza. 4 cheeses pizza is also a nice birth control. But no, I had cholesterol. I was in a very good health because I was young. I was very young and sportive, so there were not problem. But you know, when suddenly your kid goes sick and moody and short of breath and things like that, and then they do a blood test on you, just to find out that at your young age you have cholesterol and that it caused by your birth control. That's crazy. How the link. And because of all of those years where I took hormones, because of my family ancestry too, I know that I have, like, there is health problem that I am more inclined to develop because of that. It's crazy. And I'm glad that they continue researching for male birth control, which is very nice. But the fact that they stopped because, oh no, they have a headache. Oh no, it can cause what was it? Not heart but when you cardiac arrest, something like that. And we've been living with this for 30 years, being like, yeah, at any time now, our brain and heart can stop. Welcome to the club, guys. But yeah, it's better that we had to suffer for years for men to be able to develop something better, I guess. Someday, I hope. Curious if there is a French equivalent. For the quiverful movement? We often say, from my point of view, so keep in mind I'm not coming from any kind of region, I am an atheist, and I do not have, like, there is a Christian background in my family, like all the rest of my family is Christian, I am not. And from someone who is like that, I'm pretty sure we would say that they are, how can I say that? We would just say that they are, like, highly religious. When you do not conceive, when you try to, like, when trying to stop conception is badly seen from a religious point of view, I would be like, yeah, just being religious or a fervent religious, I would say. But I'm not sure. I have, like, don't take what I say for taken. Okay, I just don't fucking remember how the fuck you do links between scenes, so let me just read that very quickly. Beep beep beep. Beep beep beep. Ah, I misclicked. Okay. The birth control 100 plus years ago were shipping intestines. Yeah, definitely. But also they were very religious, way more than today, so it wasn't something you should do, you know. It's, in a way, I think in Christianism, birth control is kind of like against God's will, which is why there is a lot of people against adoption. Adoption, is it the word? Yeah. I am on the team to just set you in there. I am on the team that it's first, if you're not a female, you have no say in adoption. That's it. That's it. It's the only point. And each body, each their choices. So that's it. Bim, 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 bim. My God, I forgot how to. There we go. I remember now. Just reading the fucking... Okay, I do remember. It's not on process, it's on a click, and you do the click from here. Yes, okay. There you go. Sometimes you just have to read the documentation a little and it goes well. Are you guys more on the button up or the button down team? I'm guessing you will not know the difference, but it makes such a fucking difference in the game. There we go. It makes such a difference. So button down or button up in UI mostly. Even just in UI systems, it means when you launch the event. For example, when you go and click on something, does it switch and does it do something when you clicked on it, or when you will release the click of your mouse? That is the difference between button up and button down, and there is multiple cases on where you want it and where you want something to happen, either on the button down or on the button up. Sometimes you're gonna yap. The items. I am sorry, yeah. Oh, wait. Bubble, you have a message that... That's strange. I have 3 times a chat showing, okay? Just to be sure that I'm not missing anything. And your message doesn't appear on my multi-chat, but it appears on the Twitch chat. Strange. So you said medicine is a science, but even smart doctors can get lazy and try a one-size-fits-all approach. Absolutely. Absolutely. Which is something that happened for decades. We had that conversation with a husband not that long ago, because we had a hard time to grasp, for example, how why certain, like, why women weren't taken account in data sets for medicine, for like chirurgical things. For example, we just discovered, like, having endometriosis is very, very young. It's a very young discovery. And for example, husband didn't understand, like, why is it such a big thing now? Was it always there? Is it something that is new? Is it a new sickness? And things like that. And we came to the point that, unfortunately, like, I would say 50 years ago, 50 to 60, 70 years ago, women had way less rights than men. And because so, they were, you know, considered inferior and things like that. Which means, for example, if a woman was going to feel weird, if she had any problem, if she had anything, it would be considered as you know, just a woman being a woman, and because they are like this, and there's nothing we can do. And because all doctors were males, so males were treated first and things like that. And it was so fucking sad. When you think about it, it's very sad. So we had to come to this point. How I'm gonna call it? No, I'm done. Not on the ready. Not on the ready. It's been a while. I didn't write in this language too. Oops. Okay, Guido, I need to know how the fuck do I instantiate? I forgot. The delay is crazy. You don't know if it's on purpose. About what? About me reading on the chat, or I do not read the chat too many. Okay. I just check from time to time. Oh, the delay. Okay, fuck. I'm sorry. I thought about the stream delay, but no, you're writing about the delay between women treatment and men treatment. Yeah, it's. I think nowadays it's hard to grasp the idea that women had no rights at all, like 50 years ago. It's crazy. Like 50, 70 years ago, women's rights were widely different. And thank God it changed. Thank God it changed. Oh, not thank God, but thank women it changed. I'm not gonna give this goddamn God some credits. Oh no, he's not gonna have that. How do I forgot? Okay, I hate this fucking beep, beep, beep. Which music is that? Oh, it is Transistor. And still don't care a lot, except for selling new fake tests. Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is... This is like really putting me on edge. Oh, I have to freeze a queue too to avoid overload. Okay. There we go. It is load and preload. I forgot about that. Okay, I'm just gonna add it here and do this. Let me, thank you. I don't want to instantiate. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Let's try this. What do you mean, base Neil? Oh, it didn't work. I cannot fucking do a one button thing. I forgot everything. You have to do your walk around of the building. See you in a hour. See ya. Have a nice walkies. Stream delay, yeah. There might be some stream delay because I'm walking and I'm yapping. And when I have a subject, I keep it in the back of my mind and speak about it. And then I look at chat once again, and which is why there might be some delay. And for that, I'm sorry. Hello, bathrobes. Oh, wait. Hello, no more bathrobes. I hope you're having a good day and a good time. I said that today. I was gonna say all of your full names. Why did you panic? No, there is no need to be panicked. You're gonna laugh at me, bathrobes, but I forgot how to just do a button press. Like my brain is not braining, I think. There is a signal. The signal is working. Maybe it's just this. But can you... Wait, I'm gonna have to change something very quickly. Okay. I'm gonna do something else. Normally this would work. There's no way it doesn't work. I could do that. No, I do not wish to. You were constructing email for Movavi support about license. What does it mean? Okay, finally it works. Okay, I understand my mistake. But I need to... Yeah, I had it as a child. I need to freeze a queue then. Oh. I think freeing the queue is not gonna help at all. Like, it's gonna destroy everything, does it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Yes, you do not had. I'm just gonna need something very quickly. Project settings. That's weird, to not being able to say to Godot that I wish the debugger to show on one screen specifically, because it's gonna be annoying if every time I have to put the tiny lovely screen up here. Let me search for it. Okay. Oh, it was in editor setting. I was in the project setting. There we go. Screen, next screen, same as editor. Yippee! Stream is okay, it's more streamer delay. You know what? You deserve the pain on this one. I'm gonna head it. There we go. That's a great one. Yes, indeed, there is some delay with with the streamer. Please hold on while she's trying to read your messages. I'm working, guys. Okay. There is a delay of what? 5 minutes? Also, because it is Friday, it is one very unique Friday as many other unique Fridays. And I will be live later on the evening, like around midnight-ish, I think. So after the stream, stream is ending in 1 hour or so, as usual, and I will be live on 3 hours, 4 hours after that. 3 to 4 hours. Just Relative has video editors, so they summon me to make them good mail. No. With my license, please. That's nice. But you made a nice email of with my license, please. A child. Yeah, but I do not wish to add child. I just want to instantiate. I don't want to add child. Because if I had a child, it just comes one after the other. I want to change. There we go. Why suddenly the documentation in French? I have no idea. Please, no. Give me the documentation in English. Thank you. Yes, to complete the sleep cycle, you need to delete the existing scene. Okay, so I can do it. I believe. What is gonna be the path? Hello, Ed Boy! Excuse me. Hello, Hit Boy 541. Just arrived. What is the stream about? Me yapping more than I should be working on. I'm working on a secret game development, and at least I'm trying to. And I yap more than I should do. But in any case, I hope you're having a good day and a good time. It's gonna be on you. And yeah. Also, we're having a playlist of chat choice in the music in the background. It's nice. Okay, so now I need just to check if the local is remote root. There's nothing on my story scene, is there? Sorry for the flashbang. Where did it put it? That's not good. That is not good. Let me see. Yeah, that's what I thought. Screen is like empty because it cleaned everything. Did it? It did, because the root is, yeah, the root is empty. Okay. Okay, I've got it. And it's been so long, like a few months, I didn't put my nose inside of Godot. I kinda need to remove how things works. Move how things work? No, remember how things works. Yeah, we are vibing and yapping, and there is some delay. I'm having some delay into reading chat, so I'm sorry for that. just gonna do this instead, I think. Yeah, but then you start at the... Wait, I'm gonna go back, do this. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. This is what I'm thinking of. Beep, 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 beep. So if you have any subject you guys want to speak about more than usual, you know, we can go into this. As you can see, I can absolutely do 2 things at once, at least, at least. If you see that I'm looking on the right, it's just, or on the left. Wait, I'm looking on the side. I'm looking at the other screen where there is a wall documentation. Yeah. Wait, isn't it more the get tree? Yeah, it is the get tree. I'm done. Current soon. It's not add. What was it already? Remove? You know what? I'm gonna do something very dumb. Why am I taking so much time to do this? I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna open another project that you guys, I think, you've never seen. It's gonna be this one. You might recognize certain things on the screen. Oh, okay, yeah. Launching 2 Godot at the same time was maybe not the greatest idea. Why is there so many errors in my code? We hide the errors. It's fine. No mistake, no errors. I know there is a menu some here because I did it. Cutscenes? No, it's not in the cutscenes. It is so badly. It's awful. Okay, that's the last time I'm doing a thing so badly tied up, I guess. There we go. Maybe you recognize, maybe you don't. But it is fine because this is not what I'm looking for. Why should I look into documentation when I did things myself? I'm gonna clear everything. Show me the way. Oh, I did it like this? Ew. Oh, I see. It's funny because Godot is not sending me to the correct script. And that's funny. I did it things so complicated for this. Why is it so complicated for just a game jam game? Why? I have no idea. Okay, I know why. It's because I didn't make it. That explains maybe a certain type of thing. Yes. There's a scene loader, so it means it's not me who did this. And I know who did this, because I, if I remember well, I think I used a plugin to win time to avoid doing from back to root. It is a Doki Game Jam. Yep. Thank you. Thank you, Action. I was impressed of the note we got for this very tiny and not so much time spent on this project, on this game jam. I was really scared, I'm not gonna lie, because like there were not much communication between me and the artist, and I wanted to push them more at one point, like kinda not being mean, but a little. And I hesitated, and at the end, I think in the last 3 days, they kinda did all of the things that should have been done, but they never asked me or anything. Like, I had the whole project, okay? I was a project giver. And they never asked specifically for what was needed, they always tried to deduct, which means a lot of the time I had to change things, add things, like I had to do a lot of post-production thing, even if I should not say post-production, but it was kinda like that. It was very stressful. It was a long time, it was a very long time since I worked with someone on a game jam. I think I worked 3 times with people and artists, mostly. Always artists. And it always was a good experience, I'm not gonna lie. I never had a very... maybe once, but that's fine. But other than that, always has been good experiences, either for me or the artist. I always try to make myself better. And to not, you know, even as the one who has the project idea and who is gonna develop it and everything, I always try to not be too over it, like to not suffocate the other person with all of the thing. And I think I should. I think if I read you a game jam, I will suffocate the other person into all they have to do, because either they be a newbie in the thingy, like either they did something or never again, and never. Like, some people really need to have their ass kicked, even more when doing a game jam with someone else. Okay, I have it. There we go. It is not quite what I think, but it will work. Oh, it is on the node though. It's fine. And yeah, I think I need to kick people ass when I do game jams. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it is absolutely not an easy balance in teamwork, absolutely. Because you want the project to go to the vision you had. But the problem is, I am a perfectionist, and what the vision have is maybe the bare minimum for the other person, or the maximum to the other person, or I do not know, because there's kind of no communication often. And it kind of gets lost into the... how can I say that? In all of the thing, like I for this person I did a to-do list, I separated each task, I wrote down each image we will need for each mini game we needed, and even that I should have descripted it more, but I thought it would be too limiting to the artist. How can I say to an artist that we need a background, but this background needs to be nicely drawn in some way, you know? We need a mirror, we need a vase, we might need like 10 different doki, we might need 10 different dads. It was kind of hard to say, but now I know. Thanks to that, now I know. Is this Inscription? It is Inscription. Of course it is Inscription. You guys always wanna go back to Inscription. Okay, I'm supposed to have a scene loader. Where is this scene loader with us in the room? It is. It is in auto load. Oh, that sound is awful. Okay, you cannot copy paste between. Okay, so I'm gonna do this instead. There we go. Isn't it the scene where it hits something? Where we think like it's eating something? Music successfully added, feel free to skip. No, it's fine. It depends on how long it's... Oh, it is a trapper sound. Man. When I think that most of you have been around since Inscription, it's crazy. Really, in my mind, it's absolutely crazy. It's been so long. What are you guys still doing here? Oh, I'm the one who added this, definitely. None of you know Lies of P. Or appreciate Lies of P. Okay, we are menuing today. That's what I thought. We have already a script that is... Trapper and Trader boss fight, yeah. You played the demo until you hit first boss, had shit your PC, maybe need to get back to it. Lies of P is fantastic. I was impressed by the game. It was beautiful, and I never finished the last boss. Game is very hard, and I played Sekiro after, I think, Lies of P, or before, I do not remember. And I found Sekiro easier than Lies of P. I cannot defeat the last boss of the game. I don't know why. I can't. The game is definitely stronger than me, and I decided to give up. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna close this. You're gonna want to hate me, but I'm gonna do something very simple instead of all of this. Because if I'm already losing so much time into doing just this, it means that I need to have a library for the menu. And the one that I always use is Max. I think it's Max option menu, but I'm not sure. Was it lazy menu too? Which is something I absolutely love with Godot, is the asset library. Most of them is on MIT license, which means you can use it, incorporate it, change it, and take it as your own. It helps so much in a lot of things. It avoids you to redo the wheel even more on, like for example, game jams. For certain game jams, you have to do everything on scratch, but it's rare. But for others, go with asset library. It's something that everyone tells you always, like, yeah, you can use assets, do not worry, you can use anything as long as it is open source, MIT. Just be careful of the license. And you know, when you're new, you kind of scared because you're always like, yeah, but I didn't do it. If you did it once on your own for yourself or thing like that, it's fine. As long as you know how it works or how it functions, you don't have to spend 2 days into doing a menu. And I'm not trying to like, not discredit, but just say that it's okay, but you have to. No, not Mistral. Oh, just assets. Yeah. I think it's the same with Unity and Unreal Engine and any other engines. You can always use this. Wait. Did I? I don't have any add-ons thing. There we go. I always prefer to have my own. There we go. I'm gonna let everything. As you can see, there is like a lot of things. Often people put the tutorials inside, so you do not need the tutorial files. Yeah, for example, the documentation, you do not need the whole documentation. I'm just gonna leave it there because I might need it. Yeah, so many errors. Why? Now, if I remember, there might be something like this. Okay, there is. Did I do? Yeah, I think I did something very shitty. So we're gonna Just change it very quickly. I think my mistake here is to want to have a file called add-ons when there is already a file called add-ons. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna delete this one. Where is it? We are indeed in Majula, Monsieur Tourist, indeed. Imagine after a rhetorical question into the void in the chat being hit by GPT answer. With weird question. You get that from IA, right? Question afterward. Though, if you want to I love how you write it, GPT. It's so funny. Which is funny. Oh, come on. Let me. I like this one. Using AI like ChatGPT and things like that in development is always a touchy thing. Again, it always depends on how you use the tools. If you tell me that someone made a game completely without ever touching any kind of script or anything, they made a complete game with ChatGPT, I would not believe it. Not in today's state of ChatGPT and things like that. Because oh boy, you always have to know what you do before you ask for ChatGPT or anything. Because this thing doesn't know. Can I unattach this? Yeah. ChatGPT never knows how to do things. And I have a dead signal. There you go. If you don't know what you do, if you ask ChatGPT might answer you with bad answers. And so you will always, you know, be lost in the answers. And normally the main should not be this one. Yeah, and is that a problem? Why? Why is that a problem? Why is that an error? It shouldn't be an error. Okay, I'm gonna ask Godot. Oh, you have to reload the project. Okay. Doesn't work. Project settings. Where do we start? Plugin is done. Main scene. Oh. If I tell you that the problem might be between the chair and the keyboard, would you believe me? Might have did an oopsie here because I switched. I switched. Let me just delete this. I dumbly switched in my file system the files, and unfortunately it seems that it quite didn't appreciate. Yeah, okay. Shh. Quite didn't appreciate the. Yeah, okay. Understood. You cannot. In younger generation, it's delegating critical thinking 101. Yeah, it depends. It really depends. I think the danger is more into the older generation than the younger ones for now. I had an example today at work. For example, how can I say that? The company I work for, like my client, they had a problem and they used ChatGPT for this problem. Problem is, ChatGPT doesn't know the full context of this. So it gave them a shitty answer at shitty things. And now they're like, why doesn't it work? It's ChatGPT, it should work. And it's very funny because I'm here like, I could have done it, you know. I know how to do this. I have like, my studies were on this, so I know how to do it. But because they do not want to pay me to do it, they're like, yeah, we're gonna let one of the older guys take care of it. And this guy doesn't know how to do it, so he asked ChatGPT. And it's been 3 days where they're like, sorry, there's some delays on this very important project because we cannot repair a problem on the server. You don't say. Really makes me want to just kill them. Okay, I got it. I understand what you're telling me. Yeah, now it works. Okay. Now it's gonna reload. Project control. No, it wasn't in project control. Reload. As you know, GPT is pronounced in French like GPT, which means I farted. So it really goes well with I. Yeah. Chat I farted. Chat GPT, it's awesome. I love this. I love this joke. It's definitely one of my favorites. But yeah, I think the problem would be more in the senior people than the younger ones. Where the fuck is this? It's in the editor? No, it is in the project. I'm done. Okay, plugin is not here. We have to reinstall it. I can do it. But this time, don't fuck it up. You recognize this song, but you don't remember what it's called. Was it the previous one? I'm sorry for the lagging. It was Final Fantasy XIV, Dreams of Man. It is from the Endwalker, I think, OST. It is Labyrinth House at night. If you want to know exactly, it is a Labyrinth House theme at night. Oh, Mistral, so they have competition. Who got the strongest fart? Look at the dictionary. Strong, cold, northwesterly wind that blows. It is absolutely a Mistral thing. Between the Mistral and GPT. Okay, finally it's successfully, created. So now we're gonna do this. Yep. No. I swear to God, we did nothing. We did nothing so far. It's impressive how nothing we did. Okay. Okay, I know what I do wrong. Is it possible to uninstall the thing? It is possible. Okay, so I have a problem is that third time's a charm, as we said. You're gonna install it in the root because I'm pretty sure if I do not install it in the root, it's gonna fuck up. It works as always. Green and go. Yep. But you know what? That green and go is not my problem. They wanted to be shitty. Let them be shitty, and let the old 50-year-old, 60-year-old man being like, "Oh, ChatGPT can do it," and then taking the consequences of the main project being late again because of their poor choices. When I literally told them, "Hey, I exist. I'm here. And if you wish, for a small price, I can do it." But yes, they didn't want. Because I cost money, because I'm from the outside. And I did tell them that it will cost double. Because I'm already working on the mine project. I need not to do something else. It's not what I was contacted for. Project settings, plugins on. It works. Okay. No errors. Yeah. Select. Why didn't ask to be installed in another file? That's weird. Okay. There is a readme. You know what? We're gonna go into the readme. Myconid colony massacred. Amaz will do anything for XP. No. Why did you do that? Those poor little Myconid. Are they mushrooms? They have a mushroom name. You took Glot's quest to kill them so you could get XP? He then resurrects them all and names you Kingmaker or something. You were too busy thinking of XP to hear what he was saying. You tell me to kill, I kill. Enable the plugin. Yeah, I did enable the plugin. Yeah, it is on. I think we're fucked. Okay, I need to manually do it. Okay. I wish from all of my heart that they do a new expansion in Final Fantasy XIV as good as Evansward. Because please, don't rail was not liking, but kinda. Am I dumb and I didn't copy paste? Did I? Did I stutter? Did I stutter? Oh yeah, you need to do this to make a duplicate. I forgot. Copy. Oh, the target. Okay. That's weird that you have to do it this way. And normally, no. FTL. Poor little mushroom. You destroy them all. But yeah, I hope Final Fantasy XIV will make something better. Scenes, menu, scenes, opening, and I think it's this one normally. There we go. Credits, options, and quit. Right, see, that was easy to do. She said after reinstalling 4 times the fucking menu thing. Doesn't need this. Is an image container though. I'm just reading the script to be sure that nothing shady or weird is going on. I knew there was scene loader somewhere. Something I like about this plugin is that there is a loading system inside to have a loading screen in between your scenes, and everything is taken care of mostly. That's a very good package. And now if I remember well, if I want to link my first screen, for example, that would be in there. Let me just create here scene. Yep. Let me just add something onto it because it's quite empty. I love color rectangles. The best way to know if something worked properly or not, have a color rectangle somewhere. Then you can do whatever the fuck you want. But that's the easiest way to know if you're on the right scene or not at the beginning. Yeah, new game is here. And it has has its control. It's there. Beep, beep, beep. If I remember well, you have to link the button to the rest of it, otherwise it won't appear. Oh, that's Carpenter Brut. There is Carpenter Brut in Hacknet? Because Carpenter Brut is DMCA 100%. And I love Carpenter, so I have to skip this one and I have to get rid of it onto the list. I am sorry. But know that I love Carpenter Brut and I love Perturbator. And I'm sorry, but I cannot leave them in here. I know they are DMCA'd for a fact. Yes, and Dev said it's normally okay. Maybe to hold statement. Sorry. You know what? We're gonna. Can I do Control Z? Because I'm almost certain that from YouTube perspective, because Carpenter Brut is branded, it will be DMCA'd, which is funny. We had. Wait, let me show you. Wait, I cannot show you, but there we go. There is a restriction on the last Digimon stream. I need to listen if it's cut off or not. Last Digimon stream, the end credits are DMCA'd. And on Wednesday, Work With Me, the thing that is restricted with author rights is, you know, the techno music I made you listen? Moria Vivir is DMCA'd. So I wanted to show you, like, look, look what you shouldn't do. And I did it, as always. Do what I do, not what I say. No. Do what I say, not what I do. Yeah, and that's how it happens. Normally there's no problem because it like it says that they authorize content on YouTube, so it's fine. But if tomorrow suddenly they do not accept, it will fuck off the video instantly. But I love Carpenter Brut. I hesitated to put Outline Miami OST in there, but because so many of them are DMCA'd, I hesitated. Okay. I'm just kind of focusing very quickly. Just a tiny bit. Okay. It fits, not you, you. There you go. I knew it was somewhere. And normally now we have not working. Not working 101. Why? Why not working 101? Let me check something very quickly. This, this. Okay, the game does not want to update my... Maybe it's not the correct one. No. Yeah, it's supposed to be purple. Why is my screen not purple? Okay. Yeah. There is a problem. There is a tiny problem. Gotta try something really quickly. Yeah, the signal seems dead. That's weird. So if I just do this, like I move this on the way, so normally right now if I launch it, it should be on the right. It's not on the right, so it means it is not the correct state. Why? Why are you not working properly? Are you this one instead? Let's see. I love game dev. When things should be working simply and properly, it doesn't. Okay, so I think I know the problem is that. What is this game? The Slormonster? That seems cute. What is it? It's spooky. Guys, it's no more spooky season. We are into winter season now. No more spookiness. Even though it seems like it's cute spooky. Okay, I know what the problem is. Yeah. Might be you. You the problem. I'm gonna launch into you instead. Bingo! Bingo, it works. Not the correct one, but it works. And now it should launch us into our purple screen. Bingo! Okay, my bad, it was, again, mistake from me. Okay, so now we have this. And in 3 minutes I have to leave. It was a short stream. I will continue on the music playlist starting from the last music we listened for later. Like, I will be back in 3 hours, I think. 3 hours and a half. At midnight. Midnight Carton exceptional time. It's a hack and slash RPG with a spooky pixel theme. Okay, you love it? I guess who added it here then? Okay, seems nice. Let me look into it. Oh, it's kind of like funny, but at the same time spooky. Oh, it seems cute. It reminds me... I have a simple brain, even though it's an RPG. It reminds me of the game you made me play. Was it Rogue Legacy? No, it wasn't Rogue Legacy. Which game you guys made me play for... You know, with the tiny knights, where you're taking back the demon castle. It was nice and cute. This one seems nice. Absolutely. Skull! Yeah, Skull, thank you. It was very nice. Or did I say the other one? Can you dabble to Spirit, but with humor and cool pixels by indie French 3 devs? They did a fantastic work. They did a fantastic work. Music is nice too. Very lovely. Okay, now we have opening this. Okay. So here we have our very start. I know it's nothing, but it's there. And then for this screen, I will need to go into story screen instead. So we're gonna go back to this one. We're gonna go back to this one and this one up. And I think there is localization somewhere. Maybe I shouldn't care about localization at first. Maybe I shouldn't. I have to leave! I have to go for now. As said, I will be back later. Might not be a long stream later, not gonna lie, it will depend on a lot of things. But I should be here in around midnight. So I'm not gonna raid now, I might raid later on. Wish we had a Diablo theme game that wasn't made by an horrid company. The Macabre is the best theme. Oh. Bitbite? At Bitbite. At midnight. Yeah, you can think about 3 hours and a half, 4 hours I will be there. For just a tiny bit of work. 1 or 2 hours of work. And yapping. But it would be mostly work, I think, because I might be a little bit tired. If you're not around, it's okay. 2 AM stream, got it. Do not force yourself into coming here. If you need to rest, go and take some rest. I appreciate more than anything you guys being here. But please never at the price of your sanity, health, and sleep. Please. What is this? I got my eyes on you. unless if I fall asleep before, if at midnight and 30 or if at 1 a.m. I am not here, I'm sorry. It doesn't mean I fell asleep and I had no plan to wake up. I hope it won't happen. Okay, I waited for the music to stop, and we will start with Crystal Doodoo after that. So yeah, we'll be back in 4 hours and with more Dev. Yeah, you go take some food, some sleep, some break, hydrate. You have 4 hours in front of you. Do whatever you need and wish to. You're not forced to come after, because even I am not forced to come after to the second stream. But it's okay. I will not raid. I'm just gonna cut it here. So thanks for being here. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed. If I do see you later, well, see you later. And if I don't, please do take care. And until we meet next time, thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed and had a good time. I hope you learned things. And I'm gonna roll off. Bye.